Billy on the track.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Sunday Night Live with my co-host, Evil Mike. What's going on, Mike?
Howdy. Hey, Trev. How you doing?
Pretty good. Haven't seen you too much around. You've been playing some Fortnite.
I've been around just living different areas of the. I was over on DVH on Saturday. I tried to make Steve's Live, and as soon as I got in Steve's Live, man, he had already found. I was like, no.
No, he was live for an hour.
I was in Bleak's church this morning, but I think I got there like before you got there, right. Maybe like right as you got there.
Yeah, right as I got there, you were leaving. I saw that.
I was there for Brian. I even stopped by Sticky Goose. He was doing a lot. I've been around.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming to another show. What we got in the chat? We got Las Cruces. What's going on, Las Cruces?
What's up, buddy?
We got Tina. What's going on, babe? Yeah, they fall off all the time. I post these so early they always fall off. I know you're first. Hooray! Wahoo! Hello from New Mexico. How's it going, Las Cruces? Congrats on your nomination for supporter. And Tina, my girl, I'm always gonna be promoting Tina, so please go vote for Tina for supporter.
I think both our votes are kind of like one-sided. I think we're both going for Tina. No offense, Las Cruces. I love you to death, but I mean, Tina's the G here.
We got Will. What's going on? W Vogs.
What's up, Will?
Yes, I'll definitely go over that as soon as I shout everybody up. Just blew me away. Thanks for coming through. Brian, the Godfather. Here you go. Brian? Creator of the Comic Book Community Awards. Man, it's far-reaching. See a lot of new faces. I've subscribed to a lot of new people because of it. Shouting a couple of them out tonight. Thanks for coming through, Brian. Check out Brian's Sunday morning show, Breakfast with Brian, 8:45 Central Time. We got DJ. What's going on, James?
What's up, James?
I'm buying for hellos. Closing at work. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Heck yeah.
Yes. Thanks, babe. Yes. Oh man, that made me so happy. I really didn't think I had any hope in the 5,000 plus categories.
I knew.
Joe, what's going on? Anachronic
What's up,
Comics?
Joe?
Hope you're doing well. I have to go back and watch your stream from Friday. I missed it, but thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Steve, the voice.
What's up, Steve? What's up, brother?
Got you on some shout outs tonight. Really awesome content you've been putting out over this last weekend at Toronto Comic Con. Beckerman, what's going on, Beckerman?
What's up, Mike?
Awesome seeing you on Bleecker Church this morning. Lady Prime. Oh, Lady Prime. Hope you guys are feeling a lot better.
What's up, Lady Prime?
Fanboy's been out of commission for several weeks, and then she got sick. So the whole Prime family, please say prayer, everybody, for the Prime family, and make sure that they get all your thoughts. Get well soon, Lady Prime. Miss you guys.
Yeah.
Gary Woods, another person.
What's up, Gary?
I got on the shout outs for prayers tonight. Gary, hope you're feeling better. I know you're going through a bunch. Cat fan, I hope you're back to normal. I know your voice has been crazy.
I hope Cat fan feels better.
Man, people have been under the weather.
It's just that time of the year, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Hope you're doing well, Cat fan. Weekday mornings, usually 8 o'clock Central Time for Comic and Collectible. Fan Expo was called. It was Toronto Fan Expo. That's right, because Uh, Chris the
Yeah,
Comic
Ghost
Vet
Machine.
mentioned that, and I was like, yeah, because Dallas Fan Expo is huge.
Mhm.
Like, I guess all the fan expos are pretty large wherever they go.
Yeah, I've
Heard of
been to a
that.
couple. Like I went to one in Houston and the one in Dallas, and they're pretty big. They've been getting steadier, but it's not just comic. It's like movie, music. There's a lot of different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's what Steve was saying. Steve was saying something like there was two different buildings, and one of the buildings had like all the creators, all the comics and stuff. So he didn't really go in the other building that had like, I guess, all the
Yeah, like
cosplayers and all the different
yeah.
fan
Because it was
stuff.
kind of the same at Heroes. They had that there too, and I really didn't go to that area. I kind of looked over at the cosplay area and stuff like, but it was kind of separate.
Yeah, Christina, spread the love. Another person up
Christina.
for the supporter of the year. We got 3 of them in here. Congrats to
Yeah,
you, Christina.
congrats.
Batmite, what's going on, Batmite? Doreen,
Hey, Doreen.
hope you're doing well today. If anybody noticed, I turned off all the ads. I also stopped doing my weekly video. Just gonna be doing my live streams, show off stuff on my live streams, stay more involved that way. A little bit less content, less stress. I love the live streams though. I like seeing everybody.
Yeah, connecting me too.
Kevin, what's going on, Kevin?
What's up, Kevin? Random Rips.
Sorry I missed your live last night. Had company over. Missed everybody's live on Saturday because I had company over. But I'll have to check that out. I started watching a little bit of it. Their top, I guess it was just top 1 was the favorite Disney movie, not Star Wars or what was the other one? Not Star Wars or I forget what the other part was though.
I got mine ready when we hear. Yeah. What's up, Wellboy?
Hey, thanks so much, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
Manny, what's going on, Manny the Hobgoblin?
What's up, Manny?
Thanks for coming in. Check out Manny, awesome artist. Did Manny? I forget.
23.
23 made it for sure.
Mm-hmm. And Brosco and I'm trying to remember. Bill Tastic. I'm so bad with this.
Crazy busy at work.
Yeah,
Time
Mike.
of the year is over. Highlight of my week was the conversation with Mike about comics. Really gave me a boost. Awesome. Yeah, Mike can really get you going. I know you're the same way. Mike and Mike, both of you guys are pretty knowledgeable.
Yeah, I love talking to Mike.
And Mike, it's like Mike and Ike.
Mikes are just good people. No.
Kevin, what's going on, Kevin?
What's up, Kevin? Other Kevin?
Check out Kevin for some great stuff. He was setting up a concert earlier. Bigger. What's going on, Chris Bigger?
What's up, Chris Bigger?
Hashtag Gibbon Gang. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I know you're pretty excited about one of these first announcements. We got Cody. Thanks so much, Cody. Awesome channel. Go check him out. Always getting some great autographs and custom stuff, especially those custom art cards. What's up, Justin? Collector of everything. My Texas bro. Hope you're doing well.
What's up, Justin?
And Steve, what's going on, Steve? Man, everybody's coming out. Thank you so much, everybody.
What's up, Steve?
Anime
Steve.
buddy Steve. Had a hell of a time this last week on Paul and the 619. Steve was the guest. Really awesome. He's got a hell of a figure collection.
Phenomenal guest. Steve's badass. Damn ass, brother.
You need to come on there one of those days. Be the guest.
I only go when I'm invited. No, I'm playing.
Okay. I'll make sure that's it.
I live by vampire rules.
That's same as me. Listening and watering the lawn. Hey, heck yeah.
Oh, yeah, and you're in Cali too. You need that.
It's
favorite Disney, not Star Wars.
What did he say? What did he say? Did he say something else about what it was?
I was actually looking to see, because I'm curious on what the other caveat. Because I have I have current favorite Disneys, but like, I have a favorite Disney that nobody ever brings up.
How you doing, bud?
All right, so maybe it was no Star Wars, no princess movies?
No.
Favorite Disney? Or no fantasy? Or
I forget. Trying to get through
I do
here.
like questions like that. It's good.
It's taking me a while. 9-panel grid. Thanks for showing up.
Hey,
one of my shout outs.
And congrats on your nomination. Like, I think multiple nominations. Yeah.
And I think that's everybody. All right. So first off, I'm going to do some shout outs. We got, since he's in the chat, 9-panel grid. Just found this guy out. He's in the chat right now. Be sure to sub him up.
Hey.
New channel, one of the new categories in the Comic Book Community Awards. He's up for, finalist for. So check him out. Some awesome thumbnails. Haven't really got into watching his stuff yet though, but looks like some great editing as well. So check out 9-panel grid. Just found both of these people out on Friday because of the Comic Book Community Awards. And we got the Dollar Bin Bandits. And it looks like it's a father-son combination. Looks like it's him most of the time, but it's brings his child in there. It might be his daughter. Sorry. But well, we got the Dollar Bin Bandits. Check them out.
Thanks, Tina and Christine.
Lastly, we have Evil's Comics, Mike, co-host.
That guy.
Awesome reviewer of comics. Check out his videos. Tons of reviews in the past.
Oh, and they coming. I got one locked and loaded.
Nice. And then we just finished with the Dark Tower. There was, oh my gosh, probably like 15 episodes, maybe 12 episodes. Because we broke some of the books up. There was 8 books.
Yeah, there were 2. Actually, I haven't counted how many. That should be something I should know, right? I just know we're on, because I went by episode of the book. So technically we're going to do episode 9, which is the comics.
Yeah, we're going to go through all the comics. Does it have all 19 of them on there?
Yeah, it does. Even the hard to get ones.
So for the next 38 weeks, we'll be doing.
No,
Dark
we're
Tower
gonna like.
comics.
I gotta plan to move faster because some of them are real short. Like not all of them are 7 comics long. Some of them are 2 issues. Some of them are 1 issue. So there might be some episodes where we cover like a lot of different arcs in one. Okay, because like for instance, there's not going to be a lot in the comic side of it as far as new. There is some within this arc. Now, as we go forward in other arcs, there's like once we get to Jericho Hill, that's all new. But for these first couple arcs, it's just pretty much what you know from Wizard and Glass. It's going to be Jay Lee's art, which is fantastic. I mean, it looks beautiful, but like pretty much it's the side stories, which are going to be the new stuff.
What's up, Birdman? Thanks so much for coming by, Birdman. Thank you so much also for stopping by Dynasty Breaks every time we go live on there. My work. Appreciate you. And Matt, what's going on, Matt? 628.
What's up, Matt?
Hope you're having a good one. Carmen's Crafts. What's going on, Carmen?
What's up, Carmen?
Thanks for coming in. Awesome channel.
Yeah, like Sorceries 1, Sheenie's Tales 2.
So yeah, we're going to be doing that on Saturday nights, every other Saturday. Check us out. The Quartet, Steve White, Phil Tastic, me, maybe Nauman, Aaron,
maybe,
and Mike. Fun stuff. Always enjoy those. Hanging out with you guys. Cat Fam. Did I say something to Cat Fam?
We did. We did.
I was like, I got scared for a second. He's going to yell at me again. No,
we said prayers.
Chris Bigger, if he's still in here. Really stoked for this. The end of September. Superman, the Christopher Reeve story. It's 104 minutes, so about an hour and a half. Definitely going to go watch this.
And officially the first thing we have under the new, DC Studios. It'll be the first release from that with that James Gunn and Peter Safran are attached to. And
yeah, so you can see the quality of it, and not necessarily the style, but the quality.
James Gunn, I don't think Peter Safran or Gunn had anything to do with as far as like film, man, nothing like that. But like, I do know Gunn saw it, and he is heavily like he's telling people it's like Superfly. It's like one of the best documentaries out there on the subject, kind of thing. I'm hyped.
I can't wait. I've been waiting for something like that about him.
A lot of people.
And then we're going to hopefully get one of Kevin Conroy.
Yes,
that would be cool.
And they're talking about another one based on I'm drawing a blank at his name, but Smallville guy.
Tom Welling.
Yeah, they're talking about doing that whole story because there's like 4 different bad things that happened during all that and after.
Yeah, it's definitely a sad story, but it's a good story. Definitely gonna have a sad ending.
Yeah. Well, there's some good things that happen at the end.
But yeah, that's coming out here in about a month. We have the CBC Awards. Brian had a live stream on Saturday or Friday and announced all the finalists and blew me away. I mean, I didn't think I really had any chance in the 5,000 plus category because of all the huge channels that are in there, but was nominated for 5 different categories. We got a best collaborative project. This show, Sunday Night Live, 5,000 plus. Mike and I, really awesome. We got best community hangout, my bagging, boarding, and BS live stream every Wednesday. Community Builder Award, I guess because I shout 2 or 3 people out every live stream. I mean, people recognize that. That makes me feel
That's exactly awesome. Why you SOB. What the hell? You are definitely a community builder. You were like one of when I was doing the voting, because I did my vote in private this year, but like I go for my favorites and people that qualify. No, you were like one of the first people I thought of in this category, because that is incorporated not just into this show. You do it with both and your videos. You've been doing shout outs like I'm pretty sure as long like ever since you got started. Like as soon as you started the sticker board, I think it's been there,
This is true. So I really appreciate that. And we got favorite channel 5,000 plus and best unboxing, which like I said, I just stopped my weekly New Comic Book Day video, just cutting back a little bit to show that on my live streams and not have to force feed people the same content more than once.
Condensing. That's smart.
So, but I can't believe I made it in all those. So thank you so much, everybody that voted for me. I really appreciate that. Go cast your votes. Even if you don't vote for me, go cast your votes. I'm in there against some huge juggernauts, pop culture philosopher, Comic Corner 2.0 are in a bunch of those categories with me. So, but I would really appreciate your votes. And thank you so much, everybody, for just honoring me. Really appreciate that.
Trev's got a great channel, show him he deserves, like, come on now, put that vote in, you want to, it's easy.
Next we have Steve White. He's in the chat. He's on vacation right now, but he put out some great content, got a lot of stuff from Fan Expo Toronto, got these doodles that the guys on the Ghost Machine crew were just doodling on the table. The actual creators, because they were bored. But we got an awesome look at this picture.
I saw that.
Mark Andrews and Steve White, awesome,
side by side. Look at them Canucks.
Got a panel, the Ghost Machine panel, but he really hooked me up. He got me one of these Ghost Machine books, 5 times signed by the creative crew.
Yeah,
and just really appreciate that, brother. So go check out Steve the Voice White on Instagram and on YouTube. He's also putting out the content, Fan Expo. just did day one fan expo 2 days ago. I'm sure he's going to put out more.
Yeah,
but pretty awesome. Little tour of the con. I love con tours, room tours, con tours, LCS tours. Those are like probably my favorite thing to watch right now. As far as just content, besides live streams, which is my favorite. But, so check out Steve the Voice White. Tongue tied for a second. What do we got? Reeves, yes, especially for the time. I mean, looking back now, you know, they need to be more ripped because that's just the way the world is. But back then, he was built compared to most people.
In my opinion, we haven't had a bad actor as Superman. I've enjoyed every single. Like, I did like Brandon Roth. Now, in my opinion, that I did not like that Superman movie. I didn't, but it was the story. But I did like. I mean, one of my favorite to date scenes of Superman comes from that Brandon Roth movie, and it's him chilling in space, trying to get away from the noise. I love that scene. Nah, but I honestly, I'm loving Superman and Lois. You know, that dude that playing. I'm bad with names, but that guy. Shit, I want to say. If I had to think of like a bad one, it might have came from like some of the Arrow. No, not even then.
No, because that was Brandon Roth and Tyler.
I'm trying to think.
Is. I don't think there's been a bad one.
Yeah, I think I've enjoyed everything. You know, they all bring their own like differences. I want to say Cavill's my fave, like so far. But
he's my favorite.
But like you said, for Reeves growing up at that time, like, I mean, that was the Superman that we had, and there was never a time where I looked at Reeves as Superman, and he was like, "Nah, he's not Superman. No, he was Superman." You know. But I've enjoyed all of them. I'm excited to see Corn Sweat and see what I can't wait till we get a trailer for the new Superman.
Yeah, because we're seeing all those behind the scenes, and they're going to add CGI, and they're going to take away the cables.
You're talking about he's giving them like 8 months. It'll be the first time in like a long time that a movie company is like actually stretched out time for them to edit and add. You know, usually it's like a couple months. You know.
Was it just me, or do you know if Creature Commandos is officially like the first movie? Like, is he doing?
It is.
From what my understanding, he's doing cross-platform in his universe.
It is. He is.
And Creature Commandos is the first one.
Yes, Creature Commandos will be the first one, even though it's an animated like TV show. I think it's a TV show. It might be a movie, but I think it's a TV show. But that'll be the first official like that's canonized, because this documentary that's coming out, that's actually the first thing that DC Studios is releasing.
Right.
But as far as like in story continuity and stuff like that, yeah, Creature Commandos, because the same actors that we're gonna see, they're voicing the actors in this animated, they're going to play the live action versions of those same characters. So like Rick Flag Sr., we already know who's playing him in Creature Commanders, and they've already revealed what he looks like within, the live action. So, but the way the cross-platform works is they will have a comic series that ties into this. There will be video games that tie into this. And then, of course, the animated and the movies. So I mean, you know how DC's worked in the past. They had like the movies, and they had like their animated, and they were kind of separate, no continuity. That like, and it was the same thing for the games. I mean, they each told their individual stories and everything, and every now and then you might have had something connected. Like the animated series, they all connected to each other, but as far as like connecting to like Batman Forever, or they really didn't. Not until we got this like multiverse stuff. So that's kind of his plan, is just to have like DC put out content where it's all connected to the same, source, which I can get behind that, but I also see it very troubling, like especially with the video game and book side. I could see it being a dilemma kind of thing.
Chris Bigger, the nemesis of Mark Andrews. Yeah. It's hilarious. Budget. Let's go over Budget Rips.
Hey, Budget Rips.
Check out Budget for what his name says. Budget card ripping. Always getting those deals on eBay. Really fun to watch. Budget.
Hey, Robin.
Robin. I don't think I said hi to Robin yet. What's up, Robin? How are you doing? Check out Robin, always doing some awesome stuff on her live channels. Either at work or she's doing a painting or crafts. Thanks so much for stopping by, Robin. Sydney Cat. What's going on, Sydney Cat? Thanks for coming in. Awesome Cat channel. And Bud Files. What's going on, Bud Files? Great family vlog channel and support channel. Chop and Drop. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, Dan? What's up, Chop and Drop?
Thanks so much for coming in, Chop and Drop. Appreciate you. Saw him in Surfer's channel earlier. That was really awesome.
Chop's one of the homies.
George, did a
deal
like
on how watching too.
That's a great video. Go check out Anachronic Comics. Man, you put out some great videos because you have so much just knowledge, and especially of those older Golden Age, Silver Age books. Really awesome. Best Half's live show tomorrow. Sweet. I'll be there. I'm off tomorrow, so boss wanted to take a day break, get reloaded. So
just depends on when the live is, you know.
Yeah, work schedule. You'll be working. And then I guess I can put this up.
What's up, Aaron?
Hashtag Romulus. Mike and I have both seen it twice. Alien Romulus. Put that in there for a chance at a duck for my monthly giveaway.
Spirit animals. Come on, man. The only alien movie I haven't seen in the theaters is the very first one. I was too young, but I've seen every single other one. You know?
I don't remember the freaking second Prometheus. I don't know if I've seen it.
Alien Covenant? I love Alien Covenant. It's more your traditional
Covenant
alien movie.
Is Prometheus too?
Yeah, that's a direct sequel to Prometheus. It has Danny McBride. It has Danny McBride. He plays the pilot, and
does it has
a couple of
what's his name in there? Magneto.
Yeah, Michael Fassbender.
Fassbender, yeah.
There's actually two of them in that movie.
Ooh. Oh yes. Okay, now I remember. I remember it now. He kind of goes evil and stuff, which kind of they all do in a way.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Aaron? Part of the quartet we're talking about.
What's up,
the
Aaron?
Tower. Yeah. Hey, Ron.
Hey, bro.
Say it again.
Hey, bro. We got a feel it tag.
What's up, Joffrey Castro? Hope you're doing well tonight.
Joffrey.
You've only seen 1 and 2 of Alien?
Ooh, 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen all of them.
I love 3. I know 3 gets a lot of hate, but 3 is one of my favorites.
Was 3 in the jail?
Yeah, that's why it was in that big, like a prison colony. And that's why it's one of my favorites, because it's the one where they don't have a lot of weapons and they're stuck in that prison and they're trying to survive.
It's almost more like I guess they were trying to get that same feel of the first one. It was almost kind of like a Predator movie.
That one, it was because it's David Finch, and David Finch is more like an artistic, director kind of thing. But it has a lot of reasons that I do like it. It was the first time you got to see out of the aliens' perspective. Like there were scenes where, you got to see through the aliens' eyes or whatever. There was also it wasn't and a lot of people don't even know this, but the aliens is not specifically human xenomorphs in that movie. It's gorillas and humans. Everybody misses the fact that they had gorillas in that facility that they were testing on, and the missing animals. Well, guess what? They so Alien 3, depending on what version, the director's cut or the regular cut, it was either a dog alien or it was an ox alien, like a big ox at a gun. But it was another version of a xenomorph. It wasn't like a human xeno, which I liked. like getting him to run on all ceilings and shit. I still love that shit. The only my downfall, and it's probably the biggest downfall of Alien 3, is just the ending. If they just wouldn't have gone that route with, if they just would have killed off Ripley and not done the whole like alien queen in her belly thing, like no, the movie would have been fire. I'm telling you, the ending is is where people were like, really, brother?
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime.
That's like Resurrection. I like Resurrection all the way up until you find out. I love that scene, that little alien. But that's like Alien Resurrection. I like that movie all the way up until you find out like that they're trying to clone Ripley to get the alien queen, and it's like
what's up, Phil?
Hey, Phil.
P2. All right. We got 25 watching, 14 entries. Get your entry in there.
I don't want a duck. You better get your duck.
So, yeah, I already said pray for Gary Woods, Cat Fan, and the Prime family. Please do that. What have you watched, TV or movies this week?
Still working on Umbrella Academy, but I'm slow boating the hell out of that thing. But still enjoying it, but like, I'm trying to think if I watched any other TV. Like, the Rick and Morty anime. I did.
Oh yeah, the one that just came out.
2 episodes of that. Oh yeah, Aaron, congrats.
Nice.
Yeah, I did watch the first 2 episodes of that to see, because it's getting a lot of negative feedback, and every time something gets negative feedback like that, especially from Rotten Tomatoes, or like it piques my curiosity to see how like my opinion lines up with them. And like
that's why you watched Acolyte, right?
Yes, and that's I watch everything Star Wars. Get out of here. Whether it's like an Acolyte actually is better than some of the other ones, like to me Obi-Wan's the bad one so far, and that's the one that like that was atrocious.
Yeah. So was Boba Fett. It wasn't good.
I like Boba Fett, but yeah, it wasn't the best. Like, I mean, it should have been better, kind of thing. No, but as far as TV, I think that's it right now. What's up, Kingdom of Nerds?
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, as far as TV show, I think that's it.
Check out Kingdom of Nerds. They go live. They went live earlier this evening, usually on Sundays. Always has a great panel up there.
House of Dragons was good. Just mentioned that.
Man, that just pissed me off, the ending on such a big cliffhanger. Like, that's the biggest cliffhanger you can leave.
Gets me excited for the next one,
Yeah, but I hate that.
And they can't, and the way I look at it, they can't set up that we'll get it faster than we did the second season, because they've already done all the setup for this big season. So it won't be like a long, drawn out wait. I mean, honestly, I think it was like a year from the last season, so it wasn't that bad, And I'm in the, people don't think about that, but the Acolyte, right? It started story threads, and by them canceling the season 2 or whatnot, like they're cutting off story threads, and some of those stories there, it's like I would like to see where they go, but they don't necessarily have to do an Acolyte season 2. They could always incorporate that something else.
Exactly, Steve. Like, he needed to do something like it was just
that's
too
the
much
part.
of the same.
That was the part that I didn't need. I didn't need the whole backstory with him and the Tusken Raiders, and like, I mean, yeah, you do that in like a couple scenes, but not like 3 episodes of the show. That's where it killed. I know everybody like made a big deal about the motorcycle crew and how they incorporated like modern. That didn't bother me so much. Nah, those 3 episodes of the backstory on what he was doing, that was like, come on, can we move along with this? Like, does he really need to learn Tusken Raider like kung fu or whatever it is? Like, he was already the most feared bounty hunter in the galaxy.
Right. Cliff, what's going on, Cliff?
What's up, Cliff?
Awesome show with the council earlier. Congrats on all of your nominations. Well deserved. Great dude. Always positive. Mark, what's going on, Mark? Another dude.
What's up, Mark?
He had 5.
Right.
I want to say the council had 4 nominations. Am I right,
yes.
Cliff? Mark had 5.
Yeah, he tied with you.
Man, like Mark had 5. I had 5. think K-pop. She might have had 6 with the artist and the channel of the year. She was either at 5 or 6.
She got a lot too, though.
Yeah, which well deserved.
I hope that's not right, Mark. You see that? You reading that? 2 years.
I put Legion of Comics. I voted for channel of the year, though. I was happy you made that. I'll be voting that again.
I did that, and I put
dude. I mean, House of Dragon. They do dragons so perfectly, it makes you think that you can't not do anything. Like there's nothing beyond them. If they put enough work into it, they can do anything because of how good the fucking dragons look. But I love Rings of Power more, I think.
It just leads me to the belief that we need more, like, that's what Dungeons and Dragons could have been. Could you imagine if we had dragon battles like that and stuff? And no snide to the first movie. The first movie for me was like set up, and I'm hoping like this is what kind of the second movie would look like. Is like dragon fights and like, I need more of that. Like, there's not enough of that in Hollywood. I mean, look how well Game of Thrones did. Look how well, how House of Dragons has done. People were craving that type of.
Rings of Power looks really good too. I mean, that's like the biggest budget show ever, like $500 million or something.
I'm so ready for it. Like,
dude, they got the Balrog waking up at the end, like he's about to lay waste to Moria.
The 29th needs to get here already.
It's gonna be awesome.
There's a lot of people that don't like Ring of Powers, but I do. I love it.
Hey, there's Lady Lord of the Rings right there.
Hey, lady. I know she didn't like Rings of Power.
Thanks so much. No, because it didn't follow the lore.
Yeah, they kind of deviated. We got War Rohan coming, Christmas. We got the full trailer for that. That looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
It'll be called something else. Just like an extension from it, but it'll be called.
Well, that's one thing that I can say Star Wars has been good on, as far as like the story threads that they have started within movies and shows. They, even though they might not do it right away, they have gone back and like, kind of retouched on stuff. So like, I'm pretty sure they'll turn it into something.
Game of Thrones has spun off miniseries called A Night of the Seven Kingdoms that releases next year. House of Dragons season 3. Sweet. That's cool. I like to see more stuff. Like, if I don't see, because I read the freaking graphic novels of whenever the king, what's his name? Not Richard. The Fat King in Game of Thrones, the first king, actually fights the Targaryen. I can't even think of their names right now.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. I remember
during the war. Yeah, dude, I can't wait for it. Hopefully they tie it all the way up to Game of Thrones. Like, yes, fantasy. I mean, that's my jam. I love fantasy-based content.
We do. And there's so many, you talk about like books, comics, like games. I mean, there's a bunch of different,
Robert Baratheon, when Robert Baratheon fights Rhaegar Targaryen. Like, they're in like leading both their armies, and they both, like, all the armies stop fighting and just form a circle, and they duel off against each other. And Rhaegar Targaryen is just like completely armored out, and Robert Baratheon just has his freaking war hammer. It's just a sick duel. I want to see that shit.
We kind of got dragons in Star Wars. They're just big monsters.
Yeah, they're usually tamed.
Oh, I love Rings of Power. I'm so excited for the second one. I've already listened to the whole soundtrack. Like, got the Bear McCreary. Like, I love his music. Like,
I love Rings of Power. Man, I love it.
Y'all can talk, you smack.
I can watch that. The main character, I can watch her do anything. She's easy on the eyes. Bobby, what's going on, Bobby?
The Last Dragon.
2 weeks. Go Chiefs, baby. Tony, what's going on, Tony? Commyverse.
I do know Flight of the Dragons, Caroline. What's up, Tony?
Tony took a break this week. Hope you get back to it next week. Goes live usually 3 o'clock Central Time, Sundays on Commyverse.
right, Chavo. Freaky Louie.
Yeah, Louis, most comedic.
Freaky, it's
Yes.
his year. That's right.
Third
It's
time's a
his
charm,
year.
right?
You don't vote for Louis, I'm cutting you off. That's it.
John Stout. What's going on, John Stout? Hope you're doing well.
What's up, John?
Glad to see you.
Too, Carolyn. Last unicorn.
The Hedge Knight.
I like the Hedge Knight.
Interesting. Fanboy, what's going on?
Hey, fanboy.
Driving home from work.
Better.
At least you're going to work. Feeling
Yeah.
a little bit better.
Don't get nobody else sick. No,
right? Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear you're up and about at least. Baratheon. Yeah, it was Robert Baratheon. I couldn't think of his name. I kept on thinking Richard.
I'm bad with names, so I don't remember stuff like that. I remember a lot of stuff, just not.
Dude, I've watched so many anime. Like, those are the names. You're just like, what the fuck was his name again? It's like AINA or something like that. You're just like.
So, like one of my favorite animes, and it's a long-going one, but Fairy Tail, and I couldn't tell you a single, like, character's name. I could describe them in full detail, and I like, they kind of float, like, right there, like I should know their names, because no, I even have a Fairy Tail tattoo, but like I can no, I'm so bad with it.
We'll do. We'll do. I know it's always open. Said Mark Never. Yeah. I think on Crunchyroll I have 152 I've watched. A couple of them are insanely long.
I've never counted. Yeah, I've watched. That's what I try to knock out the long ones. Because honestly, when it comes to manga and animes, no disregard to the shorter ones, but some of them just aren't that good. There are a couple like well-known short season like Trigun or Cowboy Bebop. Those are real short and concise, and they're cool to show like new people. But as far as most manga, the good ones are the long ones. Like, honestly, like, I love One Piece, but like One Piece, nah, you don't start crying until you get to like the 400, 500, episode mark. That's when you're attached to the character. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shit, Naruto, you're like 100 in and you're bawling your eyes out.
Dragon Ball Super was like what? It was like 1,000 episodes or some shit like that. Like,
yeah. That Dragon Ball just got a little too ridiculous with the.
I love Dragon Ball, but yeah,
with the multiverse battle and shit, otherworldly battle. Hey, thanks, Will. Changed it up. Put my girl on there, Dr. Afra. Had a couple different ones I was thinking about. Terminator Zero. I'll be watching that. I watched the trailer again, and I'm still gonna watch it, but I don't know. It seemed like it's a lot more story. It didn't seem like it was much of the Terminators.
I can do with the story Terminator. We haven't really got that, I can, they need to fill in some blanks because especially with the convoluted movies that we've gotten, like, this could be a chance to actually fix a lot of the continuity leaks, tie them up.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I'm not super excited for it, but I mean, I just like Terminator, so.
What's up, Chance?
What's up, Chance?
Akira's, that's classic.
Yeah, me too, Mark.
Richard? What's going on, Richard?
Hey, Richard.
Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you, bud. The Terminator movie is scary. Yeah, the first one, for sure, because I was young.
The scene where he, like, pulls out his eye, that freaked me out as a kid. Like,
touche.
Yeah, I mean, because Mark had put that animated, like, there is a difference. And if you watch more, because there's many styles of anime, these specific anime manga style that some are like, for instance, one of Trev's favorites, Demon Slayer is beautifully drawn, like, they do it, that way on purpose. But then there's some that they're more abstract kind of thing. Some of the ones I like, Kill la Kill, and Kill la Kill is like so abstract, so weird, and like, but I love Kill la Kill.
Did you end up watching the director's cuts of Rebel Moon?
No, I want to watch them, and it's high on my list, but I haven't got around to it yet. You like
such a huge improvement for sure.
I know.
Just
Mark
adds more context to a lot of different scenes. It adds like 40 minutes onto the movie, something like that, to each one. But I was really happy with them. I didn't remember the 2 sex scenes in each one being as long. It's like they drug him out a little bit. It's like Snyder getting his jollies off a little bit. I watched Passengers. Have you ever seen that with Chris Pratt and J Law, Jennifer Lawrence?
Nope.
Where they're on a spaceship going to a new colony, a new planet.
Oh,
and they're all in.
Yes, I have seen that. Yeah, where
he gets woken up and
he gets woken up early and then he wakes her up. Yeah. I have seen it. It's got kind of like
pretty
depressing
good.
ending.
Yeah. I watched Man of Steel Ultimate Edition, BVS, Director's Cut, and Zack Snyder Justice League. It's like all in one day.
You're on entire day. I like it. I like Snyder, so yeah, talking about that Mark had seen the live action version of Ghost in the Shell. I actually like that. I mean, it's not the same as the anime, but I think they actually did a really good job. They actually got like some of my favorite scenes from the end.
Is Pratt a good or a bad guy in that?
He's a bad guy.
He's a good guy that just loses his mind.
He's a good guy deep down. Yeah, he's a good guy deep down, but like he just makes some bad choices, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. But then he like comes to terms where he was going to sacrifice himself for her, so kind of made up for it in the end.
That was after she bitched him out because he found out that
Yeah, it's definitely Collector P. What's going on, brother?
What's up, Collector P?
Yeah, it is. Man, it's gonna be hard for them to top that.
I love that.
The three Snyder, that trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Batfleck.
Me too. I did.
What's going on, Joseph?
What's up, Joseph?
Joe? Joe's always putting out awesome content. A lot of figure reviews.
Yeah.
Check him out. It will stay up and catch the show tonight. I'm starting to sound like universe is in my favor. With all this Snyder talk. Yeah, right.
I love Zack Snyder. I know he's got a bad rap and everything, but like, and I'm not gonna say I was one of those people that signed the petition or anything, but honestly, all his films, he only has one that I'm just not such a huge fan, and that's Sucker Punch. I love it visually and the music and everything, but story-wise, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying that of all his movies, that's my least favorite. I mean, some of his movies are my top. Like, I mean, two of them are my top comic book movies: Watchmen and Zack Snyder's Justice League. Those are like, I mean, nothing comes close to those so far. No, I love Zack. I like the first version of Rebel Moon. I mean, probably like everybody else, I wanted more, and I'm pretty sure that's what we get from the director's cut kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, a lot of those movies, they're the director's cut or the ultimate edition, any of that stuff is just some of those behind the scenes or extra features added into the movie, which is cool. Because some of that Rebel Moon stuff was on the special features on the first one. They just added them in.
Ooh, I didn't know there was an extended Sucker Punch.
Oh, I did not know that either.
I'm gonna have to go check it out. I didn't know that.
Huh. And last thing I watched, man, it's been a busy week. I watched Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning.
You like that?
Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good with the AI he's battling something he really can't outthink.
Can't fight normally. Yeah. I thought it was good. I liked it. Still in his game kind of thing. The way they ended it, I'm looking forward to the next one kind of thing.
Yeah, part 1 and part 2, that's going to be like 5.5 hours. It's almost a 3-hour movie for part 1. I really enjoyed it.
That's another movie Mark's big on.
The way I look at it, it's James Bond, basically.
He's all like, "Oh shit, now you talking Mission Impossible?" That's right. I enjoy all the Mission Impossible. I thought they were, especially like, the first 2 were good back in the day. I remember seeing the first one in the theater, and this is after I'd watched the show as a kid. Like, I've always thought it was a great like franchise kind of thing. Ooh, me too. Me too.
Yes,
I already got my tickets.
2 weeks from yesterday, or no, it's on a Thursday, so it'd be like a week from this next Thursday.
Yeah, I
when
think
it
I
comes
gave the
out.
same 9 out of 10. I think the same.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Beetlejuice. I'm definitely going to go to the theaters to see that.
Zombieland.
Zombieland.
Yeah,
Hell
Zombieland was
yeah.
good.
Double tap. Yeah, the second one wasn't, I didn't like it as much. The first one was great. Yeah, it was one of the better ones in my opinion. Right? Like I said, it's like James Bond basically. It's his James Bond.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
They're doing it right, you know. James Bond's had some
Yeah,
like
right.
hindrance.
The AI's faking him out and then actually talking to him.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Yeah, you see that?
Nice.
Congrats, Joseph.
Congrats, Joe.
Is it Joseph Michaels or is that Anachronic?
Yeah. Or no, is that Anachronic Comics? Probably is
Joe.
actually. Congrats, Anachronic Comics, for that. Will not be called Degreg. Have his own title like the rest. Oh, okay.
All right. So what I watched, I've literally watched all the controversial stuff that's popped up in the past like week and a half. So originally I went and saw Borderlands, and like I'm in the decisive where it's not the best movie ever, but it's definitely not the worst movie ever. I want to, I gave it like a 6. Okay, so after that we got Jackpot with John Cena and Aquafina. And that one got like, I think it's sitting at like a 5% or something like that. But I actually like that one.
It's getting roasted. Everybody's saying that he did a really good job in it, though.
Yes, he did. He was fantastic. And if you're a Ninja Turtle fan, there's a scene in that movie you have to see. You probably might have already seen it online, but I mean, because he sings like the actual movie soundtrack a couple times. But what do you call it? No, I enjoy Jackpot. I want to say Aquafina is the bad part of that movie. She's kind of dry. She doesn't feel like she wants to be in the movie, but the story, like overall, kind of felt like Stuber. If you like Stuber with Batista and I forget the other actor, but like it's kind of like one of those like buddy cop movies. Like this one is not a cop movie. I like the premise. It's like a Hunger Games. Basically, California gives out a jackpot. If you win the jackpot, you have to stay alive for 15 hours, but at the same time, they allow it where like you could be murdered and you can get the jackpot, like it's actually legal or whatever.
Yeah, it was.
No, but Jackpot actually, it was a good one. It wasn't, well, I'd say it's about the same. It was like a 5 or a 6. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst.
Not really a recommend.
Aquafina was kind of like, watch over and over to
What's
go
the
to
movie
sleep
you watch
to?
over and over again to go to sleep to? I mean, not really movie. I could throw on pretty much any anime series.
Castaway.
Fall asleep to.
That movie puts me to sleep. Yeah, and Shang-Chi's in that movie too. He plays the actor that plays Shang-Chi's, and he played the bad guy. And like I kind of didn't like that. Like the fact that Aquafina and him are kind of like this like new Kevin Hart and The Rock thing. Like I don't know why Hollywood's doing that, but I don't know.
Interesting.
But no, Jackpot wasn't bad. I actually liked it. But okay, so I know we both saw Alien Romulus. I loved Alien Romulus. Honestly, for me, it only fails in like 2 regards, and they're real small complaints. Like honestly, I felt like we should have got a sister show that launched with this movie and explained what happened to the other side of the space station. Like maybe a 3-4 episode, like like that whole, I mean, because there was a whole war that went down in that damn space station. I feel like that's either just I mean, and the story's there. It might be what we're getting in Alien Earth. I doubt it, but okay, so no, but I really loved it. I think the other fail for me is kind of the way they tied in Prometheus. And originally I loved that they tied in Prometheus, but at the same time, like and I'm not going to spoil it, but if you've seen the movie, the very, very ending, I don't know if like I needed that tie-in kind of thing. It makes it more confusing kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like once you get to it at first, I was like, okay, so
I
this
just thought
made
about it as
that.
being its own thing, kind of separate.
It is like I don't know.
Hey, thank you so much, Schultze. I appreciate that, buddy. Hope you're doing well tonight.
And last but not least, I did watch The Crow. I went and saw The Crow, and I'm gonna say, I mean, the hate is justified. It's, I want to give it like a 5, a 6. I'm still like, there are parts of it that I did like. Like once you, my part, and it's not bad because they do this whole like, I think it's like 45 minutes of the movie where they set up this love story between Eric and Shelley. And that's great and everything. We didn't get that in the first movie. It was kind of like real quick to the point. Hey, they were in love. I do love. I've actually watched that twice.
Borderlands was not a good movie in the sense of the movie itself, but if you play the game and you're really into the game, they had so many Easter eggs. It was,
Yeah, it did. I like
it
the
was
movie just
cool.
for a movie.
I liked it.
I mean, it was.
I
It's
mean,
not. It's
my
not an
main
Oscar
complaint was
winning.
my main complaint was the cast was completely off. Like, there's
Yeah, I
not
can agree
one
with that.
character that I thought the casting was good. I thought it was horrible. Every single
Claptrap.
person.
Claptrap.
Okay,
Jack Black. I thought.
okay. Claptrap. You don't even see him, and it's just Jack Black's
Yeah, it's just
voice.
Jack Black as the voice, which that's what we needed. And I
Yeah.
want to say he was really close to how Claptrap sounds in the game. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Kevin Hart. He didn't rub me the wrong way because he's not used as that comedy sidekick. But at the same time, did I need him in that movie? Nah, not really. Like, I actually liked, everybody else, like Tiny Tina, the actress that played her. The guy that played Craig. I thought he was the standout. That big ass dude. Like, I actually liked his
They just
role.
got too old actors and actresses. Like,
That I can
Moxie was
agree
too
with.
old. The main character's
Yeah,
too old. Like, forgot her name.
yeah. But I mean, overall, it was decent. It's like that movie Priest. If you like Priest, then you'd probably like Borderlands. If you liked like Anaconda, you'd probably like Borderlands. It's in that field.
Right.
No, but
Romulus was awesome.
The Crow, I'm gonna give it like a 5, a 6. Like once it gets to the Crow parts, that's where the movie actually. Because there was a lot of talk on The Crow. There's like I've heard that the story is incoherent. It's like there are some parts that kind of like jump, but the story is pretty straightforward. Like once you get down to it, and my complaint is they're setting up this love story, which is great. I get that, but like there's things they do within that love story that are just dumb. Like maybe they didn't think about like I don't know, but like once they get to him as the Crow, like and they actually I mean, and that's where people get wrong. I mean, yes, it is about Eric and Shelley, but it's not. There's nothing to do with the original movie in this one. It's its own thing. Like, but they do add like a new element to like the mythical side of the Crow that we've never seen in a movie, and I do like that part that's in this movie. But still,
did he get? Was it a good acting job by Skarsgård?
Yeah, I liked him, but again, it's kind of that thing where like they shouldn't have done the tattoo stuff on him. It's not needed. He's never like it doesn't even go with his character kind of thing. There's never a moment where like he's rocking out like a punker. There's never like as far as you know, he's just kind of like depressed because of some back stuff that the movie like briefly shows you, but like no, I'd say like his like whole demeanor is kind of like out of place, but his acting and everything, and like the way he looks as the Crow, that all looks good and everything. I mean, it is like John Wick style action, but I want to say like for an hour and like maybe like 45 minutes of the movie, it's all story. There is no action. Like it's pretty much
yeah.
It's just a love story kind of thing. Yes, and Mark's right. Which
What's up, John? Congrats on your
John.
nomination. Comic Book Community Awards. Omnibus Reviewer. He's a junkie in this film. Oh.
Yes and no. Okay, so like the beginning of the movie does start out where they're, and that's not even explained either, but they are in a rehab, like kind of prison clinic thing. But like, and that's how they meet. But like, what do you call it? They're in there for drug rehabilitation, but they neither she does. You actually see her with possession or whatever, but like they never show him doing or having, or he's just in there when she goes in there.
Anything else you watched or read even?
Red, that's a whole nother list. Shit.
A whole nother list.
Yeah, I'm almost caught up with all the Ghost Machine stuff. I'm on issue 4 of Redcoat, and I still have the new Geiger stuff, and I'll be complete on that. And I'm just like everybody else. I'm loving the Ghost Machine. I want to say Geiger is definitely my favorite. To me, Geiger is like perfect. I have no complaints on Geiger, and I've voiced my small complaints with Trev about Redcoat and Brooks. Just small complaints. I still love them. Other stuff, I read new stuff. I read Wolverine's Revenge, which I loved.
I just read that.
I want to say there's some like funny stuff in there, like how they get all like
how they get killed like instantly,
right?
Like half of them just get. This is a cool scene though. It's got my boy Omega Red. Got the Brotherhood, which include Deadpool and Colossus, also. But I wasn't bothered by the story. I thought it was a little janky at the beginning when he was in the Savage Land, but I thought it was a decent revenge story.
I like
they
the
basically
whole, like,
kill him and he regenerates,
I like
and now he's coming back and he's just gonna get some revenge.
I want to say the ending is where like it kind of gets a little dumb, because like wouldn't Deadpool, Omega Red, and like wouldn't they know that he regenerates, like,
right?
And they just kind of like let him, like, oh, he's escaping, like, and I was just like, I mean, they did what, they forgot about that, and I was like, and these are people that are like, like really
Always
connected to
deal with him.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's kind of like, but I liked everything else. I thought the art, I love Capullo's art. I did read both the Red Band and the regular, and I was kind of surprised with that because there's not much. It's like 3 panels different.
Hyde Street preview video drops tomorrow. Awesome.
I'll be.
I saw you got that
because I'm
curious.
Yeah, I'm curious on Hyde Street.
Hell yeah.
I read the little preview, but
Hyde Street, and then One Shot Devour is coming out.
Yeah, Devour. I'm interested in that too. And then we got the what's the other one? The Robinsons or the Rockefellers?
The Rockefellers. That's what I say. I always say the Robinsons too, and I'm like, that's not it. A big fan of the first.
I'm a huge fan of the
soundtrack.
I'm a huge fan of both. The first soundtrack and the second soundtrack, and I can say this soundtrack was decent. Like I did the actual, like, okay, the symphonic part of the soundtrack is fire. Like I actually love that part of the Crow soundtrack, but they had like new music in there, and there's a couple times they were like throwbacks to the original soundtrack, which I liked, like a PJ Harvey song and something else. Those were good, but it's kind of like that moment in Star Wars where they just had music that didn't match like the scene. It was like this funky K-pop, like high upbeat music, and I was like, no, I want to say that the soundtrack was like decent, because that was something that I was hypercritical on when I went to go see The Crow, because my 2 favorite Crow movies have really good soundtracks.
BCC, what's going on, Black Crown?
What's up, Black
Congrats.
Crown? Happy to
have
your
nomination for Speculation, I believe.
I think so.
Really awesome. Does a live stream before mine. Check it out. Puts a lot of effort into it. See you, Steve. Thanks for coming by. I really appreciate you. It's going a little long tonight.
All right. So I read Patra. Did you read Patra from Dark Horse?
No, I didn't. I did see that, though.
Patra was really good. It's from Jamie Robinson. His last book was that Junk Rabbit book. This book is basically like one of those, like, it's a little girl that wakes up and her family's dead, and the book makes it look like she did it, but it's kind of one of those, like where something's following her around, so it could be that thing. No, but Patra was really good. Like the art is like this chalk, like it's really weird. Like you have to see, like I might send you some pictures, because it's very unique as far as the art goes. It's detailed.
So this might be like a Specs type thing, but they might do it right.
No, this one's like the evil version of The Mask, because this little girl, like, after she finds out that her family's dead, when they reveal that it might be her, it's because this mask appears on her. But she also has like this knife that appears with the mask, like, and she tries to get rid of it. It's kind of like the mask. It gives her powers and stuff. At the moment, we don't know like what it signifies, where the mask came from, like, but there is like it's not her that killed the family, and like spoiler, no, but there's something that's following her that has like a similar power, and like he's trying to figure out why she has something like that. No, it was really good for a first issue.
Okay. Who puts that
Let's see
out?
what other. Dark Horse. It was Dark Horse.
Okay, that's good. Carmen, have a good night.
Yeah, I gotta be there. I gotta do the same. I gotta be up early. Trying to think what else I read. New stuff.
I read Red Coat #5. I won't go too much into detail, but another great read. Him and Simon Pure and Albert Einstein going around and meet up with Benedict Arnold. He helps him out a little bit. Pretty, I don't know. There's not. I'd probably give it like a 7 for that issue. Like I said, Red Coat's probably my least favorite, just because I don't know. It's kind of wordy in some places.
Why too? It needs to move along. Like, I mean, it's not that I'm not in, but out of all the other Ghost Machine stuff we have, it is my least favorite because it's not really moving. I mean, it's just him running from one situation to the next kind of thing. Did you read Black Panther versus Predator? Oh yeah,
that's what I was going to get to. Boom, that's what I was going to get to next. I loved this.
I did too, and I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I did. I thought it was a great like setup. I think it works. Is it like, it's another one of those,
just like the Wolverine one has a good tie-in to make him crossover.
It's one of those like crossovers where you don't think about it, but then you see it in front of you and like, yeah, this could work. You got like Black Panther in the jungle, you got like Predator, and like their first, like, I will say I was kind of surprised by their first meeting, him just slipping in and the way what he did he just basically like blasted him in the head and knocks him out. Like, I was like, shit.
Well, it's like one of those, I don't know, it's like a small detonation that they shoot from those shoulder cannons, and it just hits him in the head with it. But because he's got the suit on, it doesn't blow a hole through his head. Just knocks him out, dude.
Yeah, I like the setup.
Basically, one of the Predators is trying to impress his dad, and his dad gives him this staff that's a vibranium staff, and he gets it taken from him. So he goes to Earth to acquire some vibranium to get to get more powerful and get his dad's recognition. Is what I got out of it.
It is.
What's up, Nate? Hell yeah, Comics.
Hey, hell yeah.
He was also nominated.
Yeah.
On the finalists.
Congrats on your
new channel. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's all really cool. I like all that. How they're.
I like all that.
Setting up the history and
I'll tell you my only complaint with Red, like, it is a little slow, and then that I can look past because honestly, it's still an 8 out of 10 for me. But like, my biggest problem with Red Coat is Albert Einstein and his whole like the English/German and how the book plays on that. Like, it's every issue, and it's like, we don't understand you. You wrote the book like this. You could have picked Albert Einstein when he did speak English. Like, why do you keep making this joke about we can't understand him? We'll read the book. I mean, we need to understand him. He's plot point. Like, that gets a little annoying, but it's a small complaint. Like, and the funny thing is, like, and I know like those first 2 issues, having to go back and like reread what the F he's trying to say, and then you finally figure out what he is trying to say, and it's not even important. It's like, I just wasted all this time. No, that's probably like my only complaint on Red Coat is like that whole like play and his, I don't know.
They all have different vibes. I mean, you got
they do
Red Coat that's almost like a mystery kind of suspense. I don't even know what to rate Red Coat as far as what genre it's in. I mean, Rook is just flat out action, and Geiger's
they're all
fantasy western, maybe.
What's western about it?
Just the setting. Apocalyptic, I guess.
There's some
So
other
they all have
side.
everybody. I mean, I can understand people liking Redcoat the most too, just different vibes for sure.
And Mark's saying it has the most lore and stuff like that. For me, Geiger, I mean, Geiger's got all, that's where all
If
they've
you've
all
read the
first
first,
appeared.
probably the first volume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
What's up, Ruby
for me,
G?
Hey, what's up, Ruby? For me, Geiger's the best, but it's like, I think it's all like perspective. Because I could see how Junkyard Joe wouldn't sit with people because it's military base. I could see how Geiger, because Geiger for me, it's more in the superhero column kind of thing. Redcoat, it didn't really fit like that kind of thing. And I'd say Rook Exodus is more like sci-fi, like kind of action adventure kind of thing.
I love Einstein.
I'm not saying I don't like.
So smart as far as moving the
I
story
like
along.
Einstein.
He's been crucial in a couple different parts.
Yeah, I like the whole story. No, it's the whole play on his language and stuff, and how the book keeps playing with it. Like where every person he runs into, he's like, I don't understand them. Like
Jenny Sparks, I saw that. I need to.
I've heard a lot of people talk about Jenny Sparks. It's on my list.
For sure.
Yeah, the reveal of the president and Geiger. Yeah, I saw that with President Griffin. That was pretty
action adventure for Redcoat. Man,
I'd say all of them are kind of action adventure so far. I mean, yeah, Rook has a sci-fi thing, but they're still like pretty much action adventure. I say Redcoat has a little more like of an Indiana Jones feel because the whole like book and the magic.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I was like, it's the Negative Man. That's the first thing I thought. Because I don't know who that character is, Griffin. I don't know if they introduced him in Geiger before. Do you know?
I'm drawing a blank. They have shown him before, but
dude, that was so good. Finally tying it all together.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just wondering where Rook's going to come in, because Rook's like 100 years.
That's where I'm trying to figure out how these all connect, because Redcoat, we've seen kind of how that connects, but like I'm kind of drawing a blank on how like Rook even connects to any part of the story kind of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of the same thing, Mark. I would say, just makes you stop reading fluently and kind of concentrate on certain words.
It's kind of the same with me in calligraphy, as far as in books, like when they use letters to Invisible Man from Universe.
And the only other one I read was Destro, number 3. Kind of losing
I gave up
hype on the whole Energon universe. It's basically you've got Cobra versus Cobra. He's got the Crimson Guard commanders fighting Destro still. And at the very end, Destro makes a bargain with General Flag. So I guess he's going to get their help and then probably betray him, of course, in the end.
I know this, and I forgot. The Monster Frankenstein is already confirmed to appear in the Ghost Machine 1 part of the High Street thing. I forgot about that.
Oh. So they're able to use, are those IPs, or are those like free range?
They might be like,
what do you call that?
I don't know.
It's been out for so long that everybody has free ability to use them. Yeah,
it might be like that, or it could be we're just getting like pseudo versions of them. Like they might be, appearance wise they might look like them, but they might use different names. I'm like, what's up, Ari?
What's up, Ari fam? Hope you and the family are doing well today.
Yeah, I think I got new stuff. That was all I read.
Public domain. Thank you so much, Boar. Appreciate you. Like, isn't like Conan
they have moved
public domain and stuff?
He just said it.
Oh.
Makes sense.
Okay. Nice. Anything else you?
Yeah, I think that's all I've read and watched. Because I pretty much all I read was Marvel and Indies this week. I haven't started reading DC yet. It's in the works, but because I got a lot to catch up on.
So we got a few books to go over coming out this week. This looks awesome. Gods and Monsters from the World of Doctor Who. And they're coming out in like volumes. Like this is book 1. Looks pretty interesting. Hey, what's up, Barry?
What's up, baby?
Hope you're doing well. We got X-Men number 3. We got the J. Scott Campbell of Rogue. The series is not there for me, but if J. Scott Campbell keeps on putting out these lady covers, I'm going to grab them. He's got like Magic and Psylocke, the first 2. Rogue. Love me some J. Scott Campbell. We got NYX number 2. Love this Maria Wolf.
Yeah,
I don't know. Her style's...
Yeah, I love her style.
It's raw. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks, Boar. What we got here? Had a good day. My older girl's 15th birthday. Wow. Was that Hadley? Went to escape. Breakout. Ooh, yes. The breakout rooms are awesome.
I've always wanted to.
What a great addition to the unnamed line. Universal. Yeah, right?
Yeah, it is. That's cool.
Dude. Ghost Machine is the shit right now. Definitely my favorite thing to read.
Yeah, I love everything Ghost Machine. Oh, that was the other thing I read was Ultimates. All the Ultimate Spider-Man and Ultimate. That's another franchise that I love is the everything Ultimates.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Monch? Man, I told you I nominated you and you made it. So happy.
Yeah, well earned.
Check out 23 Monch. It's Friday night shows or Saturday night shows, excuse me. Next we have got about 10 total. We got this wraparound cover for Scotty Young. If you've been collecting any of the Scotty Young covers, the big Scotty Young, I think is what they're called. But he did one wraparound called the 85th Annual Special Scotty Young Wraparound with all of them on there. That's pretty dope. Might pick that up.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
If you can't buy it, because I didn't want to get all of them. We got Aliens versus Avengers. And check out this Homage cover. I thought it was pretty cool.
I'll be on that.
I know you're on that Alien train, one of your favorite franchises.
Predator 2.
I love Predator. We got Once and Future. This is the pen and ink variant, number 1 reissue. Dan Mora.
Such a fantastic series.
Yeah, then get me into the series a little bit. Maybe I'll like it. We got some Jenny Frizen goodness. Something's killing the children. A monthly one of that. And Hello Darkness, number 2. Jenny Frizen. Burning a witch at the stake. What do you got here? There'll be an entire complete set of Big Scotty Young signed by Scotty. No, right? I did see that. An entire set all signed. Dude, that's ridiculous. It's going to be awesome. C3's got some really cool stuff. Steve White, he's sending one of his signed Ghost Machine books. He just got this last weekend with some other stuff in to Rob as like a little signed Ghost Machine package. So that's really awesome.
Hey, TJ.
Oh, yeah. I missed him. What's going on, TJ? Looked right past him. We got Frankenstein starting this series. Number 1. This is the Middleton cover. But they're doing the Creature from the Black Lagoon. They did Dracula. Now they're doing Frankenstein. Pretty awesome. Might get that series and send it to Tina because that's her favorite.
Yeah, Frankenstein's dope.
Then we got this Amanda Connor Hulk 340 homage of Deadpool team up. You don't see Amanda Connor drawing homages very often, I don't think.
You don't see Amanda Connor doing Marvel too often.
That's true too. So I'm a big fan of the Hulk 340 homage. It's my favorite cover. So Dan Moore is going to be a household name starting November. Right? Dude, he's the DC house artist in my opinion. I just love his style.
The past year. Yeah.
Right? Him and Wade and Mora took on so many different projects. Mm-hmm. Can't wait for Creatures of the Black
some of
Lagoon
the
in
some of the
hardcover.
better and bigger
Right.
projects.
Absolute Power.
World's
just ended.
Finest. Yeah.
Or it's going on right now still, actually. It's not over yet. Universal Monsters. Yeah. Tina loves Frankenstein and Wolfman, I believe.
That's
two
Dracula.
favorites. And these are coming out pretty cool. Almost like a homage. Well, this one definitely is. Transformers 25th or 40th anniversary homage. And this is a new cover, kind of like the other one.
Yeah, kind of like if they would have done like a connecting variant. It's pretty cool.
That's pretty dope. I'm liking
same style.
That old style. Yeah. Definitely grabbing both of those. Jimmy G, what's going on? Wolf.
What's up, Jimmy G? Woo.
Yeah, the Dracula series was good. It's just that the art style was just.
It was the art. Yeah,
wicked.
I wasn't a fan of that. Like, I like Tynion's writing, but in the first issue was okay, but it was like, man, the whole series was just that, like, really abstract art. And there's some scenes I wanted some clarification on. Like, what the heck is going on here?
I'm all talking for Tina. She's like, mostly. Is he right,
It was
Tina?
good. And the story was.
Phil Hartman.
Mark's asking if Bill Sienkiewicz did the Megatron one. I'm not sure.
Ooh, I didn't see that. Right? I did not see that, Mark. I already got rid of it. Sorry about that. What's up, Rich?
What's up,
Congrats
Rich?
on your pressing nomination. Doing some great work over there. Love seeing people getting into pressing, doing good jobs. Really cool. Thanks for stopping by. That's all I got. You got anything else to talk about?
Not really.
You got 22 minutes past the hour. It's probably one of the longer ones we've done. So thank you so much, everybody, for sticking it out. Still got 25 people in here. Again, thank you all so very much for all the nominations for me and Mike on this channel and my Wednesday live stream especially. Those are my two favorite things that I do. And thanks, everybody, for coming out. And have a great rest of your week. And as always, Matt Woods.
Matt Woods.